Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good. So today we'll do a quick lab by cyber defenders called the Kerberoasted lab. Okay, we'll start by reading the scenario. Where we have the scenario. It says, as a diligent cyber threat hunter, your investigation begins with a hypothesis. Recent trends suggest an upsurge in Kerberoasting attacks within the industry. So for those who don't know, Kerberoasting attacks are attacks that are, on the Active Directory in order to steal the password hash. As you can see here, it exploits the Kerberos authentication protocol. We used to have NTLM, but due to weakness, we use Kerberosting. However, it's also susceptible to some attacks, and it's also a post-exploitation attack technique. Okay, if I can show you a better image so you can have an idea. Yeah, this one. As you can see, it's trying to compromise the Kerberos ticket services in order to, compromise or access the application server and so on. So yeah, so continue reading. Uh, so within the industry, could your organization be a potential target for this attack techniques? The hypothesis lays the foundation for your comprehensive investigation, starting with the in-depth analysis of the domain controller logs and to detect and mitigate any potential threats to the security landscape. So here's note: your domain controller is configured to audit Kerberos service ticket operation with necessary investigation of Kerberos attacks. All right, so here we have our Splunk user interface, and we'll start investigating and answering the questions. Question number one. I already did, but let's do it, together. To mitigate Kerberos attacks effectively, we need to strengthen the encryption Kerberos protocol. What's the encryption type is currently in use within the network. All right. So we can do this first. We can investigate the event code of 4769, and this event code is related to Kerberos tickets and Kerberos operations, and we can look down for encryption type. Any field that's indicative of any encryption type. Here we have some field called will log event data ticket encryption type. We have this value, of course, with a simple Google search. Encryption type, as you can see, this value hexadecimal stands for the RC4 HMAC algorithm encryption type, which is used to encrypt Kerberos ticket. However, it's susceptible to weakness. So yeah, so our answer will be RC4 HMAC. This algorithm is being used. Number two, what is the username of the account that sequentially requested the TGS for two distinct application service within a short time frame? All right, for application service, of course, we have services like maybe SQL service, database, different kind of services. So what we can do actually, I prepared a query here. You can use it, of course. Prepare this query, not to waste time. Okay, here we are. The same thing, event code 4769, and we are stats value for the service name we have, and also we are grouping it by the target username. So here we have, and we are sorting the time. So here we have the services, and here we have also here we have the target username. Can as you can see, it's domain controller. There's no still there. We don't have username. Maybe if we search here, 2, 3. Okay, okay. As you can see here, for example, as you can see here, we have a user called John Doe. John Doe is accessing a file share at the same time. Is accessing the SQL service. All right, and we also have a user called Jane Smith here, is accessing a domain controller and a sales PC at the same time. So our focus normally will be this one, file share and SQL service. They are being accessed by John Doe. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So the question is, which one is being, which one is within a short time frame? So what you can do also, I have this query. We specified that uh, the events are being accessed by John Doe. So we can add this to our query when data target username is equal to Jane Smith and John Doe. All right. So we can see here John Doe. John Doe is accessing the file share service and the SQL service within 16, 7, 37, 16, 7, 37, 34, within a slight time frame. However, when you go down, we have also Jane Smith. Jane Smith is accessing domain control and cell PC. So, considering the application service, we can say that John Doe within a small time frame is accessing both the file share service and the SQL service. So we can say that John Doe is the user, the compromised user actually. So the answer is John Doe. Okay, question number 3. We must dive deeper into the logs to pinpoint any compromised service accounts for a comprehensive investigation into potential successful Kerberoasting attack. Can you provide the account name of the compromised service account? All right, for this, I prepared the query for this one. Of course, we'll use the same thing, almost the same query there. Okay. All right. So as you can see here, event code 4769. Of course, we'll remove this one. Okay. James Smith or John Doe. Stats count by, of course, the target username and service name. And so we have here the table, making table for the target username and service name, because here we want to know what is the service name that is accessed by the attacker. We already know that it's a SQL service and a file share. However, we'll see here, as you can see, John Doe, Jane Smith and John Doe. John Doe has accessed the SQL service 3 times. Okay, so here the question they're asking for uh, compromised service account. So that will be here. We have 3 count for SQL service. So this will probably be the answer. SQL service. Okay, SQL service. Question number 4. To attack to track the attacker entry point, we need to identify the machine initially compromised by the attacker. What's the machine IP address? All right. To know the machine IP address, of course, I prepared here a query also. We already know. Okay. Okay, as you can see here, we also use here the 4769 for Kerberos ticket event logging. We already know that the user is John Doe. The target username is John Doe, as you can see, because he already accessed the SQL service. And so now we'll make a stat comment count by the target username, the service name, and the IP addresses. Okay, as you can see here, we have John Doe, we have the service name, and of course, here we have the IP address of the machine, which is 10.0.0.154. Okay. Okay, which is correct. Question number 5. To understand the attacker action following the login with the compromised service account, can you specify the service name installed on the domain controller? Of course. So basically, for when it comes to service name has a special event code. If there's an event code, if there's a service name that is installed in the domain controller, and this one is called, it's an event code 7045, and you can Google it to make sure. Okay, event code 705 is related to event where a system installed on a service or on your server, or like to a domain controller. So we'll see if there's any kind of service that has been installed. Okay. So this is the time, the host, domain controller, and this is the service that has been installed. Okay. Where we have at uh, 748, and here 757. So this is the earliest one. This one. So this is possibly the service name that is installed. All right. And it is the answer. We only used here event code 7045, and we have filtered metadata for the time and the service name. Okay. Question number 6. To grasp the extent of the attacker intention, what's the complete registry key path that attacker modified to enable RDP? Yeah. So here, when it comes to registry, what we can do, uh, you know, if this one, take this query. All right. 1 minute. Okay. As you can see, event code 13. Event code 13, for those who don't know, it's related to registry activities. If there's any, if there's any change in the registry value set. So yeah, as you can see, this is the event code 13. It does not occur when the registry key is initially created, or only when something is written to the registry. So the registry event represent the overwhelming majority of. So it's like every time registry value is set. So it will help us in our investigation. So we have also the data image, the registry.exe. All right, we have one event. What was the question? Okay. Uh, okay. What's the path? Okay. So we can have a look at the path probably here. The path that the attacker changed. So all right, as you can see, this is the path. HKLM system current control set, control terminal service, F deny of the TS connection. So yeah, so I think this is the path that the attacker has changed in order to enable the RDP connection. Okay, so yeah, RDP. Yeah, this is indeed the path. Okay, question number 7. To create a comprehensive timeline of the attack, what's the UTC timestamps of the first recorded RDP login event? Okay. For this question, we have to use events that are related to RDP connections. Okay, so we can use actually we can use this event. Sorry, this one. Okay, for this event here, we have event code 4624 or 4625 to know if there is any successful or unsuccessful login event. Okay, to our to the domain controller, and we have the login type 10, which stands for RDP or remote connections. If there's any kind of RDP remote connections, it will let us know, as you can see here, for example, or type. Sorry, this one I'll remove it. Logon logon type. Okay, logon type 10 stands for remote interactive logons. Okay, occurs when the users remotely access the computer through RDP applications, etc. So it will help us to know if there's any kind of connections, and we made a table for the time and the event code. So as you can see, we have a successful login which is event code 4624 at 7:50 and 29 seconds. So this is the first time the attacker successfully logged in using the RDP protocol. Okay, so yeah, it's 2023 10 16 and 7:50. Correct. Okay. Question number 8. To unravel the persistence mechanism employed by the attacker, what's the username of the WMI event consumer responsible for maintaining persistence? All right. So what attackers normally do, that they leverage normal window processes in order to persist in the machine. So what we can do actually, we can look for events related to this WMI events, and it is actually 19, 20, and 21, which is like for the creation conceptions of process. So I'm at the query here. If we're looking for event code 19, 20, 21, and then we're making a table for time, event code, you know, the event data, event type, data query, and data name. So here they're asking for what is the W WMI event. Okay. So WMI event are processes, normal processes that are abused by the attackers in order to, you know, you know, to stay or persist in the machine. And you can see here they are, you know, they are contains infrastructure that produce notification about the change in the WMI. Okay. So yeah, contains an event structure. So they're like we have event consumer and event creation, which is event code 19, 20, 21. So this will help us. And then, all right, so we have here, of course, as you can see, this one, the WMI consumer event, okay, which is event code 20 and filter event code 19. So you have to always use event code that are related to the situation. Okay, and we can know here the event data name. It's called updater. So the question is asking for what is the name of that WMI event, and this is called updater, as you can see. So the answer will be updater. Okay, updater. And the event code related to this 19, 20, 21. Okay, what is the question number 9? It says which class does the WMI event that we have just here discovered, event subscription, filter target in the WMI event subscription you have identified. Okay, so from the query from event data, as you can see, select from instance creation within 60 where target instance ISA Win32 NTL log event. Yeah, so you can see that it targets the Win32 class NTL log event. Okay, and target instance code 4625. All right, so we can assume that this is the class that the win filter event is targeting. So Win32 NTL log event. So this will be this will be the answer. Yeah, so this is just a quick lab. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah,